Well, here we are with class of 2021 prospect, Andrew Luong from Sunnyvale, Texas, Sunnyvale High School. With a 1410 on the SAT, a 4.0 GPA.
Good. It's just over the years of high school, I began to adopt that mindset of like, okay, I gotta be organized, I gotta be proactive and productive in my day, and therefore creating that calendar or keeping track of my tasks is really important for me. That's how I adopted.
So when I learned about your story and about where your parents came from, immigrating here from Vietnam, and the story of how they met, it's an incredible story. And so could you maybe share a little bit about that, because I know they've been through a lot to get you to this point. So could you share a little bit about that, your background?
Yeah, definitely. From what they told me, ever since I was young, how they met was pretty, I would say, destined. In Vietnam, they met each other somehow along the road, and they have an instant connection directly just by looking at each other. And that's what caused them to immigrate here, because they knew they have a dream, an American dream here in the United States. And they know there's a lot of opportunity for me in the future, whenever they grow up and have that, vision in order to build that dream. And that's how they implement that mindset in my life. Having that dream and that tunnel vision down the road can really help me achieve that goal directly.
So you mentioned the dream and you mentioned being here in the States. You've talked about this before, but I'm going to dig a little bit more, because I know that the way that your household is run is very disciplined.
Right, it's really strict, and that really built my discipline over the years in school. Not only that, also my athletic progress and how I manage my work in the weight room or conditioning, nutrition, and all that.
So when you see what we're going through in the world and how people are struggling, and then you think back to what took place in order for you to be sitting in this chair as an active prospect and having accomplished what you've accomplished. When you look at what's going on, this adversity,
right,
how do you respond to it?
In the midst of adversity, I always look at the positive side, because that what motivates me to do what I have to do. Most people in today's society, they always look down on each other. They always look at their doubts, self-doubts, and what they experienced in the past, and what matters right now is right now. In the future, that will come along with your hard work and determination. In the past, it's over. So might as well focus on what's right now and be present in your moment.
Let's talk about you as a baseball player. Right. Your athleticism is obviously off the charts.
Thank you.
Seeing you on the mound, seeing the way that you've developed at LPG Pro Sessions, and seeing the work that you've been willing to put in, the balance that you show, and the ability to get on the mound and the way the ball comes out of your hand is special. How did that come about, and what have you been feeling and thinking as you've really come into your own athletically and baseball-wise?
It all comes down to focusing on what's present. In the past, working with Jake and having that tight connection with my dad, really helped me develop my skills. When in the box, I always look for damage, and on the baseline, I always trying to make people nervous. So I'm trying to implement as much as I can and try to improve any way I can. And with my dad on my side, having that belief that, okay, son, you got it. It motivates me in a way. It's uncomparable to other people motivating me, because he believes in me. Not just thank you, but I love them for my whole life because of how much passion they've driven into my mindset, how much determination and hard work, perseverance that they push me in order to achieve that goal. And what I want to say to them is that I want to just thank him in a way where it's really close. I want to make that tight connection with them.
I think that's great. I'm going to read you something. This is your reps report on you as a player and a person. It says, Andrew Luong will have success on the field and in the classroom at the college level. His discipline, work ethic, and focus in the classroom have led to a 4.0 GPA, 1410 SAT. His balance, swing path, athleticism, and ability to keep hitters off balance when on the mound provides an opportunity for college coaches with strong academic programs. Andrew's test scores and 4.0 GPA have opened up several opportunities for him already, so it's only a matter of time before he makes his final decision. When you hear that, and knowing that your rep is talking about you. How does that make you feel?
It makes me feel really confident. Mentioning my academic progress and what I have achieved in order to provide that window of opportunity for college coaches to look for me, it makes me extremely confident in my abilities to progress.
Obviously, you're a stud on the field and you're a stud in the classroom. Does what you do on the field impact your mindset in the classroom?
On the field and in the classroom, I have different mentality. On the field, I am more locked in what I have to achieve in a straightforward vision. But in the classroom, I just think of just staying relaxed and enjoying every single moment of it, because I start to realize that how important and how fast it is when time flies in the classroom. Throughout my years in high school, I've been focusing on academics. My senior year led to me realizing the importance of spending time with friends, and having that mentality, different mentality on the field and in the classroom helps me maintain that balance in life.
Now, he knows how to talk. I know you know how to talk.
Thank you.
Don't think that slips by me, but it means what he says.
So what do you feel like allowed you to cultivate that mindset? Because like Jake said, most adults don't even think that way.
I listen a lot to my parents, and I listen to a lot of self-improvement podcasts. And those podcasts are really insightful because it really improved my mindset in a way where I can, look at life a little bit differently. And in terms of my parents, they've impacted me a lot. They tell me little advices that are like not important at first glance, but like later down the road when I get older and mature, I start to see the importance of that, and that's how I cultivate that mindset.